What is the black girlfriend effect?
This you don't know about this.
Glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Glows up, bro.
I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time.
I've seen the least baddies so far.
Oh, thank God we ain't from here.
I'm a Texas girl. You ain't offending me none.
And there's this girl that she used to watch on a TV show who was obviously black. She was like, oh, I wish I was her. And I'm thinking, what?
Jesus Christ.
She kept on saying, oh, I wish I was black, I wish I was black. I'm thinking,
Jesus Christ.
What?
For starters, if he was black, you wouldn't be getting any black men, so I'm just saying.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My good name is Gracey D, African Diva. I hope you guys are doing well. So, you know, James and Fuhad, the famous Shxtsngigs podcasters, have been trending this week. And, you know, I've been waiting for so long, like, you know, to hear what people have to say about this, like, this whole week. Personally, I've been watching them. I always follow them on TikTok, and there's so many times that they made comments about women that really didn't sit well with me, you know. I think it's because I've been around men for quite some time, and I get to hang around men for so, you know, it's just something in me, and you know, I love, you know, hearing what men have to think about certain things about women. And I'm actually not surprised because, you know, men, they can just sit down and some of the things they'll be talking about women, and they'll be laughing and making a joke out of it, and I'll be looking at them and I'm like, are you guys even serious, you know? And it's actually quite sad that you can even, your boyfriend, even leave alone your boyfriend, even your husband, like a certain man might be saying something bad about you, and no, really doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but they might be saying something like, it's bad actually, let me not stop and try sugarcoating it. Someone or like your man's friends can be saying something about you and he will laugh along with them, like for real, like they will laugh and make a joke out of it. Because there's so many times I've seen guys sitting in crowds and making jokes about women. But anyway, we are not here because of that. We are here because of what James and Fuhad did. And for those who don't differentiate them, James is the one that looks like Fuhad, and Fuhad is the one that looks like James. I hope you now get me. Yeah, so let's watch these clips as we are talking about them. And let me know what you think about these. Leave your thoughts on the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
She's cool, man.
She's cool.
She stole your ginge. How do you feel about that?
I'm here for it, bro.
I'm here for the multicultural.
Really?
Yeah,
black girlfriend effect.
Yeah.
Came
You're into that?
Yeah. She came in.
White girls effect. I mean, okay.
What's your black girlfriend if they just come in and start fighting?
Nah, bro. You guys don't know about the black girlfriend effect. She just
wait. What is the black girlfriend effect?
You don't know about this.
Glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Glows up, bro.
I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys.
The laugh itself just tells you everything that you need to know.
Black girlfriends, they
grow a beard
because
there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of. That's hilarious.
Leave alone even like this white guy like making all those jokes. The fact that James and Fuhad are here and laughing about it, and this is basically something they've always discussed. This is something they've always had fun with for them to make their podcast. We'll come back to it. There's another clip that you guys will watch and maybe you'll understand what I mean.
I think the black girlfriend effect, it might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Protective. Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Notice the difference when they're answering, have you ever had a black girlfriend? A white girlfriend? Yeah. Like, You all can see that.
Okay. What's your favorite?
We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We love them all.
Yeah.
That means white.
Yo, who?
And they're like, why do you even have to ask that? Of course, our favorite is palm colored girls. Like, duh. Like, we've been showing you this all along on our episodes, on our podcast. Like, why would you even ask that? But this guy knew what he was doing. Let's go on.
That is what I've seen the least baddest so far.
Oh,
Thank God we ain't from here.
I'm a Texas girl. You ain't offending me none.
You see, they ain't think you see.
We're still
Yeah. You see how they're laughing when they went to this trip, and they said they've never seen. They didn't say on their trip as they were doing this tour, they didn't see anybody in Atlanta. And I was doing research about it, and Atlanta is full of most ladies there. It's like mostly Black American ladies. And actually I was surprised when these girls went on ahead, like, why do you, like, women, why do you even find it funny when another man is, or a man is joking, like jokingly or making fun about women? I mean, you're supposed to be there and stand up for your women. Like, this was not funny at all. I don't even know why people found this funny. I don't know why they're even laughing, because there's nothing to laugh about.
a couple of days, maybe we'll find out. But yeah. I seem like
Chick that I went to uni with, her name is it doesn't matter what her name is. She was on a TV show. I can't remember what TV show it was called actually. And this girl that I was fucking with at the time used to watch that TV show, and she was like, "Oh, there was this girl that because she wants mixed race kids. Like, her heart is set on it, so she wants a black man. That's all she goes for, black men." And there's this girl that she used to watch on a TV show who was obviously black. She was like, "Oh, I wish I was her." And I'm thinking, what?
Jesus Christ.
She kept on saying, "Oh, I wish I was black. I wish I was black." I'm thinking,
Jesus Christ.
what?
For starters, if you was black, you wouldn't be getting any black men. So I'm just saying.
It's just like, that's such.
For starters, if you're black, you will not even be getting any black men. So this is actually one of the episode that was like, this was like long time ago before all this blew up. So I don't even know why people are surprised out there that they don't like, or they don't love black women, or they are comfortably laughing with a white man when he's making jokes and when he's being racist towards black women.
That's such a bold statement to say.
I wish I was black.
I wish I was black. Like, yes.
What's going on in your life?
What? Do you know what I mean?
You're white, fam.
You're white.
You're winning. You've won the game.
You're out here. You're just out here. Why? Just with all the rights to you.
To them, it's okay for a black person to say, "I wish I was white," but for a white person to be wishing to be black, I mean, this is showing so much, reflecting so much of self-hate towards how much they hate being black. And I believe if things were turned and they had a chance to be white, they'll quickly choose to be white. I don't know what you guys think. Tell me on the comment section.
You. And you want to be black. I'm not saying there's obviously nothing wrong with being black. I love being black, but like the fact that you,
what are you seeing that you're not experiencing? Like, what are you seeing?
Exactly.
What's so greener over here? Like, what is greener that you're thinking I'm missing out?
It blew my mind. It blew my mind. Obviously, there was no negative effects on me per se, because I still fucked her.
Yeah.
I had been fucking her before she said that comment, and I was fucking her after that comment.
I mean, it's quite funny that, you know, we're black people, we have this mentality, and it's been put in ourselves. We've been discriminated against for so long, and it has gotten to a point that even us, we now agreeing that we are not enough. Like, I mean, what's up, black people? What's wrong?
I used to watch, you know, James and Fuhad's content, and I never expected them to trend, you know, how they're currently trending for pretty much a very interesting reason. If you've not seen it, it's a segment of them having other two men in their podcast where obviously they created a safe space where these two other men who happen to not be black were speaking down and perpetuating stereotypes towards black women, saying that they're aggressive, they're temperamented, they might slap you, and so many things that again is associated, with again a stereotypes that you would think that a podcast that has two, men of color would actually use that situation to correct these two men that was making these claims. But no, they participated and enabled and continued this conversation and allowing those two men to get away with what they said because, again, they never cared. Which I'm so confused because these are the same men that will say that they love black women, they respect black women, but then will allow other people to speak down towards black women and not say anything about it. It's just very disappointing, but I'm not surprised.
Black women are not difficult to love, difficult to handle, or difficult to be with. We're difficult to play with, and that's where y'all get it confused. We don't let y'all play with us, and we don't let y'all play in our faces. Y'all want the woman that's docile, that's gonna lay down, let you do whatever y'all want to do to her, and we don't allow it. Black women have no issues being submissive and being kind and being loving when y'all allow us to be so. But if you don't understand the psyche and the psychological damage that goes into the mass incarceration, you don't understand that the black women have had to spearhead households, so thus it makes us have to take on roles that we normally should not have to take on. But see, y'all so dumb and uneducated, y'all can't link mass incarceration to women having to take on roles more than what we should because of the mass incarceration. The whole goal is to get the black men out of the house. That's the whole goal, is to get the black men out of the house, and you chomping your veneers and you laughing and smiling and kikiing, doing the white man's job in front of a white man at the hand of the white man, sitting here talking about how difficult black women are and how we complain and how we complain. What are you talking about? Y'all so damn dumb. Y'all are so dumb. It doesn't even matter if anybody said we are not difficult to handle. And even if we are, so what? Y'all made us that way. Now what? Black women carry everything. We do literally everything. We spearhead everything from movements to trends. It would be none of y'all without us. Literally, y'all wouldn't be here without a black woman. Biologically, nobody would live this earth without a black woman. Yet, we the only ones that gotta prove to everybody why we are worthy of love and we deserve better. Ain't nobody proving to y'all nothing. We're not proving to y'all nothing. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do, but keep our names out y'all mouths. We don't care if y'all like us. Of course y'all don't like us. Y'all don't like y'all mammies. Of course y'all don't like us. Make sure you put some respect on our names and go about your way. Leave our names out y'all mouths. We don't be doing nothing. All black women do is sit here, look good, set trends, and y'all be so worried about us. Why y'all so mad? Go get you the white woman that you want and leave us alone. You don't have to put us in places that we don't need to be. We already everywhere. Look around you. Look around you and tell me you can't contribute all the good things in this life to black women. Stop playing with me. We can't even tell y'all. Y'all see how anti-black that is? Listen to yourself. Black women can't even tell y'all what we like and what we don't like before y'all start talking about we complaining. It's anti-blackness. It's anti-blackness. Period. Andrew Schulz. Let me watch my mouth. Andrew Schulz, Fuhad, whatever his name is, and James, y'all know where y'all can go. And I'm gonna keep it like that because my friend keep getting on me for saying certain stuff, and I need to stop saying certain stuff. But I want to say certain things.
The podcast bros are back at it again, everybody. So every 2 to 3 business months, when the podcast bros, whether they're white, black, Hispanic, Indian, whatever, all the above, when they start to feel that they're irrelevant to the masses, they start acting up. And what I mean by that is that people love to talk about black women. These podcast bros love to talk about black women. Why? Because black women are solely the reason why they're probably or were relevant in the first place, right? People love to capitalize and exploit black women for the stuff that they go through, just like anything in society. Anything in society that has to do with the black women, people love to have an opinion. People love to bring black women into their conversation. Why? Because it gets them views. Why? Because black women are literally like the backbone of like any trend or anything for that matter, right? So every 2 to 3 business months, when these people start to feel irrelevant, and when I say 2 to 3 business months, right? Because they, to the masses, like to the general public, these podcast bros are always super irrelevant months before they even think that themselves, because they're so far up, like their heads are so far up their own fucking ass that they don't even see how irrelevant they are, that they're like, oh, when they finally do, they're like, oh shit, I need to be popular again, I need to be talked about again, how can I get people to start talking about me? Insult black women, insult the literal toughest, the strongest, the most genuine and compassionate group of women or group of human beings like ever. Let's attack them again and again and again and again and again. Like, it's so old. It's so old. It's so old, because what they know that will happen is that black women will come on social media and make think pieces about what they're saying to educate people, right? Because that's what black women do a lot. They educate us, but also just to share their experiences. This is what the fuck I have to go through every goddamn day, right? Just fucking leave them alone. Leave them alone. But y'all can't, right? Because y'all want to act like they are so irrelevant. Y'all want to act like they're so, like they're just like a virus to the earth. Yet, here we are. Here we are.
I'm not surprised that James and Fuhad are like in the firing line right now, but I am surprised it's taken this long, because they have been problematic. And not to downplay how fucking horrific it is that they just sat and laughed along while a white man insulted black women in front of them, but that's like the tip of the iceberg of the problematic things that they've said and done. Like, they both, and James in particular, have said specifically about black women, horrible, like racist, like perpetuating stereotypes type shit. And then they always say like, oh, it's going to sound like I hate black women, but I kind of do have a problem with them because they bullied me in high school. And then they'll just like use that as a cover to say really horrible things. Like, they joke about hurting women a lot. They've said like with their own lips, like, I would smack her, I would punch her in the face, I couldn't hear that, I'd hit her. Fuhad also shares the story about how he went to a club and there was like this hot woman there, and he went over and grabbed her ass, like he just groped her in the club, and then her boyfriend started to fight with him and he ran off, and his friends had to like fight this guy. And they openly talk about how much they cheat. Like, they just make jokes continuously about how they have cheated and do cheat and all men cheat, but then like they'll slut shame women for having condoms in their bedroom. And I get it, like, it's called Shxtsngigs, it's supposed to be banter, but all their banter's just toxic. That's why whenever they're sitting in the presence of a white guy being openly racist and misogynistic, they just laugh. Because they don't take anything seriously. They're laughing about the shit that you're kind of not supposed to laugh about. And then it kind of gives other men, like, free rein to just be racist or misogynistic. But they take shit serious if it could potentially impact them. If it's a story about, like, a woman having done something, they're like... And then they'll either, like, threaten violence or slut shame them. I don't know, I just think they're gross.
We might be witnessing the downfall of Shxtsngigs. I've just seen that clip, I don't know if they were on their podcast or someone else's podcast, where this man and them were talking about the black girlfriend effect. Already problematic, let's be honest. They were saying how when a white man is dating a black woman, how he then like starts to get a buzz cut and like grow his beard and like basically start taking on, you know, your partner's vibe. I think that's a normal thing in relationships. When you are in a relationship with someone, you usually start to take on things from them because you're around them so much. But I digress. This man is sat there, a white presenting male. I don't know where he's from, but he sat there and he's basically saying, no, they get a buzz cut and a beard as protection from being slapped by black women. And he is just gunning for black women, saying that everything they change themselves is just protection, because like black women are just basically the hardest types of people to date and like the worst types of people to be around. These two just sat there and they just didn't defend black women. I went to a, what's it called, like a live show, and I'm not gonna lie, the predominant like people at their live show were black and black women. Black women are probably the majority of the types of people who actually watch their podcast. The fact that these two men who also have black parents sit there and didn't quite defend us in this world where we're just like, why are we always getting brought into stuff? Like, black women could just be sitting here doing absolutely nothing and we're still getting dragged. still getting brought into stuff, and still not being defended. I'm so over it because I'm just like, this is just a tired narrative at this point. Like, we're actually in 2024. And I just keep seeing comments. The saddest things, I'm seeing comments on that post. And there's so many Black women being like, wow, like, we really don't have anyone. Like, no one has our back. It's crazy. And I feel like, I hope that everyone who has watched that, every Black woman that has watched that, doesn't feel away, because who are these men anyway? Like, really? Who cares about them and their opinion? Let's be so for real.
So, all day, literally all day today, I've been hearing about, and yesterday, about the whole controversy that's going on with James and Fuhad, and their tour that they were having in the US with some other video blogger, whoever. I don't know this person, and by the sounds of it, I'm glad I don't. Yeah, so there's been a lot of controversy about things that they've said about Black women, and to be honest with you, I had recently become a huge fan of theirs. I watch a lot of their clips, and then through those clips I've gotten more curious and actually started watching some of their podcasts, and commented and liked their videos, etc. So yeah, you can expect the disappointment. You can understand the disappointment I feel for the situation that's happened now. I have actually stopped following them for a little while now. For like the last, I would say 3 weeks, I had stopped listening to them and watching their clips because when Supercell, I don't know if you guys, if all of you have watched it, but I'm sure quite a number of you definitely would have watched Supercell, and I really loved it. I loved the show. So I was quite excited when I was scrolling through, and then I saw that James and Fuhad were talking about Supercell. I was like, oh, awesome! I was really excited to watch it. And then James proceeded to then say that he didn't watch the show because it's only a bunch of Black people that are hyping it up. And so when Black people hype something up that is made by other Black people, then it's not necessarily good. They're just hyping it up because it's Black people that's made the show. And that was just like, I don't know, that just left a really nasty taste in my mouth. And then, I just really didn't like that comment. Obviously, Fuhad, he enjoyed it, he liked it, he said how much he liked it. But, James was just like, he needed validation from other races before he decides that he likes a Black production show. And I was just like, really? Like, really? That just really disappointed me. And ever since then, whenever the clips come up on my feed, I just scroll past, it just really just left a nasty taste in my mouth. And since then I've stopped watching them. I've literally I've come off them, and so this on top, it's just like, yeah, when I heard the apology, it didn't make me feel better. As a Black woman, it didn't make me feel better. It didn't make me feel like they cared, or it just feels like they're just trying to save their reputation, their image. And of course, they've hurt a lot of Americans, especially American Black women, which by the sounds of it was actually quite a huge following for them, and they've upset them quite badly. So what's it going to do to their show? Yeah, it's really disappointing. And a little nod to some of the American women who were saying, oh, what did you expect? They're British, they're English men, what did you expect? That's really not nice. Black British men do love Black British women, and actually all British women, or all Black women, period. I just really don't like that. I think it's very disrespectful to Black men who are British, who do love Black women. So please, can we just cut that crap out, because that's not what they're about. But yeah, other than that, that's my 2 cents. But yeah, no, I've come off them for quite a while now. I've not been interested in watching their shows. After knowing or hearing James say that he needs validation from other races before he can say that he likes a Black production, yeah, I was done. I've been done, and I'm still done. So yeah, I'm not watching them anymore. I don't, it may not make any difference to them. They may still carry on with their show, and they may still even blow up now because more people are talking about them, and people are going to be curious as to the controversy. But for me personally, I've been done, and I'm still done.
This James and Fuhad situation has brought something to light, and far be it for me to be the one to talk about it. I know y'all gonna get me for this one, but there's a lot of young Black men who are really afraid to say that white women are attractive too. That's crazy. And I don't know why. It's like y'all think that saying a white girl looks good means that Black women are ugly. I don't think anyone has ever said, oh, Black women are ugly. It's never been, the guys who do have a problem with Black women, I don't think it's ever been the way y'all look, right? They go, the passport bros, y'all know we like to clown them over here. They go to other countries to get women who look just like y'all, who just act different. So I think they were saying it's the way you act. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck said black women are ugly? That's stupid. That doesn't, it's factually, it's not there. It's incorrect. So this whole shit where Andrew, the comedian, he said some shit about black women. And they were like, yeah, no, Meg Thee Stallion look good. I don't even really know what they were so upset about. I think he made some jokes about black women. They done bullied James and Fuhad to apologizing. Bro's a comedian. Andrew Schulz. He's a literal comedian. He's a comedian. Can we stop this? Like, if somebody makes a joke about a black man, which it happens non-stop, we just kind of, we do be bitching. No, we do be bitching. So, you know what? I take it all back. Y'all can bitch about it. Because I so bitch when I hear somebody making too many jokes on black dudes. Scratch this whole thing. Scratch it. Yeah, go on bitch about it.
Wow, that's the last clip. I just saw it and I was so surprised. I didn't expect that or another scenario to come from a black man. So he's so okay for men or from whatever race they are from to make jokes about black women. I don't know what actually surprises me most. I would love to see how these guys would react when it's their woman or their mother or their girlfriend or their sister that are being made joke of, And another thing, like, everything that people do or say to you as a joke, there's always some truth in it. Like, let's look most of the comedians when they are making jokes or when they're making their comedy, it's really what's happening in our day-to-day life. May it be in black people's lives or white people's life, it's what happened in the society. So yeah, there are some jokes that people need to be, very careful about. And I don't understand why I even saw people in the comment section, stop it, this guy's a comedian, like, why would another black man sit down with a palm-colored man when they're really making jokes, insulting jokes, and about black women, and you're just sitting there and you have all the audacity to laugh all it out? You've seen the clip where James and Fuhad were like, saying, like, this girl who wanted to be, they wish they were black, and they're like surprised about that, and they're like, if you're black to start with, you'll not even get a black man. This does not, they're trying to say that black men don't date black women, which is a lie. Maybe from where they come from, black men don't date black women. But I've seen it in so many places where black men date black women. They just needed to be specific and say, if you were black, I would not date you, and not, generalize or talk for all the men. And as you've seen this lady who was saying about that show, the show that she was watching, and James actually said that he needed some validation from other races to be sure that if he's gonna like or watch that show, because the show was a black production show, and it didn't sit well with him, and he went on ahead and say everything that black people do, it's always psyched up, and it's like they don't even do good things, but people only watch you to psych it up, or anything that black people are watching, they watch to psych it up to make it, I don't know what he was thinking. Another thing actually that got me back to this thing, we were so much about the passport bro movement, 1-2 years ago. It was all over social media, and this man saying other men, especially this trend that started with the black American male, you find that they were going abroad to look for women because they said black American women are not fit for being wives, are not fit for being girlfriends because of their character and everything else. But this guy is saying it's not because of how they look. But honestly speaking, look at the places where most passport bros go to. It's not like most of them don't even come to Africa, no. They always go to places, and they don't go to countries or places where the place is predominantly black. No, they always go to places where they are sure they'll find people of more fair color, or other women who are white, as long as they're not from America. Like, we know that's all what the movement was all about, at least for those who do so many YouTube videos out here. You don't see most of them in countries where they are predominantly black women. No, you don't see that. And neither do you see in their videos doing videos with black women. If they are black of fair color, or they are mixed, or yes, but you never see that. But anyway, these guys went on ahead and made an apology that will be on the next episode, and you'll see what people had to say about that. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what your feelings are about this specific episode. Leave your comments on the comment section. Remember to be respectful in the comment section, because I don't want to miss reading your comments because YouTube deleted them. So be very respectful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And thank you so much for watching. And until the next episode, bye.